All right, so we haven't done the June steps thing, even though it's now July 11th or whatever it is. I was going to do it the same, like, as I usually do it, like the last day and the last hour. And I was like, I'll do it the next day. And then, as with a lot of projects, it just doesn't end up happening. But it's happening now. The hurricane's over. I'll do a video on that. Who knows when, because it's like an hour and 20-minute thing. I'll edit that together, but it's going to be a long one. But anyway, so in June, we had 12, that's August to July. That's a yearly average. But the June thing here that's popping up, 12,000, which is good. Let's look at the daily, although again we have to move it back quite a bit because, right. Oh, what? Okay, so 12,000 right there, about 6 miles a day, pretty good. I did a long hiking. Where did I go? No, I think no, I remember. I hiked. I have not gone out back to the Lone Star Trail, unfortunately. The Lone Star Trail is flooded out. Now there's a hurricane, so it's like, okay, whatever. Plus, it's way too muggy to go out there. It's a little more pleasant in the in the winters. Actually, it's a lot more pleasant to go out there. In the milder winters and spring. So we'll do that. But we did do a couple big ones here, nice and hot. 30,000. Yeah, I remember I went all the way to the Burroughs Park thing, and yeah, it took a while. It was kind of fun. I really had some fun. So that's basically it. 12,000 is respectable a day. But we also wanted to do some reviews about what I did the whole week. So my goal was to get to 25 pull-ups. Well, I haven't done worse. Unfortunately, the pull-ups, push-ups, and crunches, I've neglected those. I've been able to do about 20 pull-ups. I can still do about 20 pull-ups, but it's kind of hard to work that in there. Every time I go to the gym, swimming, I might do some pull-ups and then go swimming, but I do 20. I do like one max set, that's it. You're supposed to kind of do a couple, and then build up, and I just don't. But I maintain that. Push-ups, done some crunches, but again, I need to like actually do these and not talk about it. Just do a couple sets max, and that's it. Do as much as I can, wait a few minutes. And I don't know why I'm such a bitch about it. But maybe if I put it on camera, I'll end up being inspired to do more. But that's fine. So I can still do 20 pull-ups. I can vouch for that. Now the mile we've done every week. We've done reviews after I've done those. But let's take a quick look here. Go back to steps, workouts, running. Okay. So basically, yeah, I did the video on how this one was kind of slow. I don't even know why. I blamed it on the humidity. This isn't even June. We're not even supposed to be reviewing this. This is already in July. But the point is, this was kind of slow. It's not 6:16. You got to look at the pace. That's, the 6:12. But it just wasn't that great. And the 6:04 is really a 6:03 because oh, yeah, it's boring. It's boring for sure. But 6:03 is good. And then right before the hurricane, it was really humid or something. I don't know. It was like 20 degrees cooler. So does that really offset it? I don't know. But even here in July, the hill was still 140. It is the 140 hill that regardless of whether I do a 6:13 or a 6:03, the hill's the same though. I don't know why. No clue. But it does suck to not have it on on the record of no, it says 5 here somewhere. No, we don't have that. Just so close. So close. But that's fine. The point is, at least with this, I've said I'm going to do it every week. And I have. I've done that. So I did that in all of June. And we're going to do that in all of July. My hope is if now it's unfortunately an if situation, but if we get under 6 minutes, I do want to do some more sprints on top of the 6 miles, because I'm more of a sprinter. I might want to do a 400 meters, which is basically a quarter of a mile, because a mile is like 1,600 meters, 1,609 meters. But 1,600 is a nice round number. Divide by 4, that's 400 meters, right? 400 meters is an actual event, so you can compare it to whoever and whatever. I don't care, right? But we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah, so look, the running was good. That's fine. Yeah, the kind of dry land stuff, we did a little bit, but fine. I've also integrated doing 2 sprints a week in swimming instead of just floating on the pool like a turd. I'm doing sprints, 550s of freestyle, which is, again, compared to the hour and a half, 2 hour swims I did 20 years ago, it's like nothing, but it's better than nothing. And then I 550s breaststroke. I kind of document the times. You know, one of the reasons I don't want to do too much of that is even now, I could just jump in the pool and do a 26:50 free. I could do 23-something race conditions. So it's like, I'm really just 3 seconds off floating in the pool like a turd all the time. 20 years later, really? That's not that bad, you know? I'm really quite surprised. I'm kind of shocked, you know? But no, we'll keep these up. We'll do that. You know, 2 sprint sets a week. Because part of it is it's kind of like the problem with the 6-minute mile. You know, now that especially since this is well documented, it's like I don't want to do a shitty one like here. Okay, it's just that feeling of, oh, I don't want to do it, and then I don't. Right. So with push-ups and other things like that, it's just easier to not do it than to be like, oh, here's what I did last time. Oh, it's a little bit, not as much, and then that's so stupid. It's such a stupid mentality, but here we are. I also mentioned, I think it was at the end of May, cleaning. Again, not that it's a dirty house at all. It's not. It's just let's get a set pattern on. I did that successfully. I said every 2 weeks, a full cleaning throughout the house everywhere. And then I don't think I mentioned it, but I also, between the 2 weeks, I also did a cleaning of the office, the bathroom, you know, the sort of other areas like that. It's a quick cleaning of the house, of the more areas that are prone to be dirty, or it's just easier to clean once a week. So I've done that very successfully, you know. So that's a big sort of thing. I can clean pretty effectively. That's good. So that's really it. I guess July goals. Well, we got over the hurricane, so that was a big goal. Tons of people are still left without power. I'm glad it came back on last night. Again, I'll do a video of that. That's a goal for July. Hopefully to do the whole, to do it quickly as well, because if I'm going to sit on that, it's just, no, we got to do that. We got to do that. You know, we got to do that tomorrow. You know. Let's do that tomorrow. I don't have anything else. Like I have anything else to do ever really, but it still piles up, and you know, that's fine. Ugh. So yeah, we'll do that. There's a couple other videos. You know what? Let's, in the same way that we got rid of all the beer review videos that were backlogged, I had like 20 of them. How about I just do, I just do all the backlog stuff, all of that stuff. I got plenty of time. It's July, hurricane's over, power's back. Let's swing back, you know, and it's kind of draining. Yeah, I know. No, we'll do that. It's not that hard. We'll do it. It's just, what's the point? But we'll do it. Nonetheless, we'll do it. So yeah, that's basically it. I mentioned I'm going to write into the Leaf Blowerlands about the LED light issue. I did a whole video on that at the end of May. Still haven't written in, because part of it's like, who gives a shit? You know, they're not going to give a shit. You know? Part of it, you know what, we might have, whenever we do it, you know what, let me just, because I have a prop to go along with this. So it was after some windstorm or rainstorm or something. I think it was the flooding that we talked about before the hurricane. And I don't want to dox anybody, but, you know, I found a laminated card in the park near the preserve. And it has all the townships, the Woodlands Township storm card. So I think they handed this out to like workers or foremen or something. And you could call everybody on here. And some of these names I'm familiar with because it's like the president of this place, or, you know, some of them are other contractors. For example, RCIA, they're the landscapers for the township. They come out with leaf blowers as well, because, you know. But it also says in red letters, confidential information, right? But somebody must have dropped this on the trail somewhere, one of the workers or something, and I picked it up, right? And my whole thing was, well, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 people on this side. I don't know. And, you know, you got a board of directors here or whatever it's called. It's not really a city council. Or just, I don't want to explain that every time. It doesn't matter. But it's like, okay, of the 8 people elected to that, or 9 people, of all the people professionally hired here, nobody mentions that, you know, it's blinding white lights everywhere. None of the people at Parks and Rec, you know, none of those people notice, hey, these lights are super fucking bright and they're blinding. Do they ever notice? No. And the answer is no, they don't. You know, I mean, they hire a company, the landscaping company we mentioned. They use leaf blowers all the time. Just make tons of noise. You know, I still have a Nextdoor thread from 2024, where I did my annual complaining about leaf blowers. Lots of shitty negative responses, you know, just awful people. I did find a couple of Facebook groups for the leaf blowerlands here, the woodlands, and I searched for leaf blowers in 2 of these groups. A lot of people don't like them, by the way. It just seems to be on Nextdoor that everyone loves these things and just loves to shit all over me about them. But it's like, who cares? Okay, so there's lots of people who don't like it, and then nothing happens. You know, and then here, because of the fact that it's not a city, you couldn't even try to lobby to make a law against these things. You know, the township itself, where it does have power, like over the parks, they hire people with leaf blowers. So it's like, what's the point? It's just such a shithole place, you know? And, oh yeah, we'll go into, tomorrow, it's been leaf blowing. You know, the minute the hurricane went out, literally, people were leaf blowing. I mean, I swear, the hurricane came through in the morning, okay? And we'll do a video on that because I documented this quite a bit. By the afternoon, the sun was coming out. Of course, leaf blowing. Leaf blowing across, leaf blowing next, because that's the most important thing. We got leaves on the driveway. Well, now, there's no power here, by the way. So all these retards are going outside in the frickin' 90-degree weather to, we got to dust off the leaves here. Blah. It's like, you don't have any power, asshole. Go take a chill pill, go inside, stop making noise, go take a nice cold shower. There was water, right? So, but no, we got to blow leaves. Literally, we got to blow across. And then the next day, the professional blowers came out. Oh my God. And I still didn't have any power. For 40 hours, I didn't have any power. And I was listening to this nonsense because that's the most important thing is blowing leaves, 5 minutes after the hurricane is gone. It took me, in the afternoon, I raked up all the stuff on the driveway so I could get out. There's 2 piles I did, or 3. I piled it up so I could get out, and then I'll dump it into the trash, and it's not going to fill up the rolly dumpster I have. Yeah, it's not much. Who cares? But we got a blower. It's like, it's just unbearable, this place. The leaf blowerlands. And then where do you go? Where do you go? That's always the problem. There's nowhere to be, nothing to be a part of. It's all terrible. But on that cheerful note, so this month, not next month because we're already 10, 11 days in or whatever. The mile run, we've been doing the mile run. We did the mile run here. We'll continue doing it. And I'll continue maybe getting better, maybe not, who cares, but we'll do it. We'll do a mile run, and I feel great from that. I mean, I'm even thinking, maybe I should do the mile run earlier, because I do get runner's high from this, okay? You know, it does feel good for the rest of the day, a lot better. So if I do it earlier in the day, is it going to wear off? I don't think so, you know? So maybe a little earlier, you know, that's always good, but then it's super hot as opposed to just really hot. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's always hot here in summer. That 2 degrees is not going to matter, okay? The crunches, push-ups, pull-ups. Again, the problem with the pull-ups is I don't have a pull-up bar here, you know, and it's just, excuse me. No, I'll do, yes, every day, once a week, I'll do a set of the crunches, set of the push-ups. It's not complicated. I got to get it done. The cleaning will continue. The swimming sprint sets will continue. And that's it for now. And this is a long review, but here we are.